Awesome facilities, meeting all the new staff and all the new people here. It's been very exciting, and the facilities are, yeah, pretty much insane. I'm pretty shocked. It's not what I'm used to like in Sweden. It's way better. So yeah, it's been very fun and seeing the city and going out to eat with some friends, and yeah, it's been very good.
I know it's only been a couple of days so far, but what are you learning through this development camp process?
We have a lot of meetings like financial and nutrition and about sleep. So just taking in that and uh, yeah, that's something I will think about in the future. Like especially like sleeping things. It's like small things that I haven't heard before. Like you have to cover like small red dots like from the TV that makes you sleep better and stuff like that. So it's a lot of small things that I'll be taking with me in the future.
You might need to share some of those notes with us. I didn't know that.
Yeah, probably.
Talking to a lot of guys that go through this the first time, it's really eye-opening from a sense that, this is not just something I love to do, it's my profession now, and I've, as you say, all these little things you're learning about that are going to make you a better player. Has that kind of been the experience to you? Has it been a little eye-opening?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's been an eye-opener. It's all new things, all the meetings, and starting to think about financial stuff, like if I sign a contract or something like that, that I learn about how I invest my money and use it in the future. So yeah, it's been eye-opening.
Axel, what is the plan right now? You're obviously going back to Sweden, and I mean, do you have a timeline for yourself, or how long you're going to want to stay there or whatnot?
Yeah, not really. I just know that next season I'm gonna play in Skellefteå still, and we'll see how that season goes and what happens afterwards. So yeah, my plan is just next year to play SHL back home.
What do you feel you still need to get stronger, better at?
Yeah, probably just my defensive game. It's yeah, that's something I'm working on with my defensive coach in the SHL too, Pierre Johnson. He always helps me with that and wants me to get stronger and takes me aside after pretty much every practice and makes me do one-on-one drills just to yeah, just basically makes me beat down a forward so I can get stronger. So that's something I'm working on.
Axel, the Red Wings have a soft spot for Swedish defensemen. How does it feel to be drafted by an organization who have had Nicholas Cromwell and Nick Lidstrom, just to name a couple?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I know that yeah, Detroit has had a lot of legendary Swedes in the organization, and it's a part of the original six too. So it's it's a very very cool organization to get drafted to, and I'm very honored.
I know you kind of answered this before, I think, at the draft, but as you're sitting there and guys are being taken, mostly forwards, but are you thinking, okay, 3 more picks till 17, or Detroit? I mean, you said you had such a great feeling with them that you were hoping. Can you take us through that process? Was there any angst at all as it was going down, thinking, well, I'll go, once 17 hits, I know I'm going there, or did you have doubts?
Yeah, not really. Like, I had a lot of meetings and, I had a great feeling in some of them, so I was kind of anxious. I didn't really know if Detroit was going to pick me, but yeah, I had a good feeling with them at the combine and, talking with them outside, and all of the Swedish scouts have talked to me, so yeah, I had a little feeling, but like, yeah, I was still anxious. I didn't know if they're going to pick me, but yeah, I had a good feeling with them.
Once you were picked, I mean, did you talk to Nick? Did you talk to, well, both Nicks, I guess I could say. And did they talk to you in English? Did they talk to you in Swedish? What was your interaction like with the Swedes?
Yeah, so afterwards we got up and like, yeah, first we had to do like media for like an hour maybe. Oh, sorry about that. And yeah, then we went up to the lounge and met all the staff, and Nicholas Cromwell was there, so I talked a little bit to him and the Swedish scouts too. So when we were just talking, we talked in Swedish, but when the American staff were into like Chris Draper and Steve Eiserman, we talked in English. So.
Did you have a lot of interaction while you were in Sweden with Håkan Andersson? Are you familiar with him? Did he talk to you a lot, or did you understand, because he's the guy that drafts everybody, so especially in Europe, but did you have much interaction with him?
Yeah, I met him before I went to the combine. I had a dinner with him at the airport in Stockholm. So that was the last time I spoke to him before the draft, and afterwards I talked to him too. So yeah, I had some interaction with him.
Shifting back to development camp a little bit, how beneficial and fun has it been to kind of develop relationships with a lot of your now fellow prospects?
Yeah, it's been good. Meeting all the new people is always fun, and that's something I like to do, and just talking to all the American and Canadian guys and meeting all the new Swedes here, it's been very fun to learn to know new people.
Just out of curiosity, are you familiar, do you know Simon Edvinsson or Albert Johansson at all?
No, I don't.
No? Okay, haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
How was the journey here compared to your journey to Nashville?
Oh yeah, it was way better. I mean, I had a connecting flight in St. Louis, so I just landed there and went directly to Detroit. So probably the only bad part was that I had to wake up 3 in the morning to get to the airport. But yeah, the travel was way better.